Good afternoon and season's greetings, everyone. My name is Laura Ingersoll. I'm with the marketing department at the Wisconsin Historical Society, and I am just so thrilled to be back with you here yet again on another Facebook Live, this time in front of St. Peter's Church. Now, St. Peter's Church was actually the very first Catholic church in Milwaukee, but we are not in Milwaukee today. In fact, we are about 40 miles southwest of the church's original location in Milwaukee because we're at its permanent home here at Old World, Wisconsin, just outside of Eagle. Now, guests who come to Old World, Wisconsin throughout the season, they're used to being transported back in time at this amazing, unique 600-acre outdoor history museum. But this time of year, that journey back in time is even a little bit more special and magical. In fact, over the next 3 weekends, you can join us here and take a trip back in time and see how some of the people who were in Wisconsin around the late 1800s lived during the holiday season at our new program called Home for the Holidays. Now, this is Old World, Wisconsin, way to turn their site into a winter wonderland. So, should we go inside the church and see what's happening? Oh, hello, Anna.
Hey, Laura, come on in. Welcome to St. Peter's Church.
Thank you, thank you. Oh, very nice. So we are all decked out for the holidays here in St. Peter's Church, and here with me today I have Anna Alshwager, and Anna is the Assistant Director of Guest Experience here at Old World, Wisconsin. Now, if you have comments for Anna or anybody else that we interview today, just throw them in the comments and we'll make sure we answer them for you later. So, Anna, how are you today?
I am doing great, and I'm so happy you're able to get out here as we're getting ready for Home for the Holidays.
Yeah, I already feel like in the festive spirit just being here, just standing here. So, all right, let's start at the basics. We're inside this church, and I mentioned that it's the oldest Catholic church in Milwaukee, or from Milwaukee, but let's hear a little bit more about it. Why is it here at Old World? How old is it? What's important about the history here?
Yeah, so you're right. This is the first Catholic church that was built in the city of Milwaukee. And it was built in 1839 on the corners of what we call today State and Jackson.
Okay.
And it was actually picked up and brought to Old World, Wisconsin, like all of our other buildings. And that's one of my favorite parts of Old World, Wisconsin, is that we get to be this fantastic mosaic of stories and places and people from across the state, all brought together so you can explore all of those stories when you come and time travel when you're with us. So this building was built in 1839, and what we do for Home for the Holidays is time travel again to the 1880s.
Okay.
And this congregation is ever changing. In fact, when it's first built, it's called St. Luke's, and then later it becomes St. Peter's. And today we're going to transform it even more as we recreate an 1880s community Christmas program that you and all of our guests get to be a part of.
Oh my goodness, well that sounds...
You'd be surprised how many of your favorites were around in the 1880s.
Yeah.
So a lot of our favorites are quite old. We're going to have live musicians from local musicians from across southern Wisconsin playing for us, singing along. We've got some traditional readings, and we're also going to be doing a reading from one of my favorite books, On the Banks of Plum Creek, by Wisconsin's very own Laura Ingalls Wilder. So are you familiar with the book at all?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, so one of my favorite parts, they go to church on Christmas Eve, and it's a church very much like the one that we're in today.
Okay.
And she tells the story of seeing the community Christmas tree and all of that excitement of hoping for presents and the lantern light on the walls, and we recreate that so our guests get to feel like they are in that story. These walls will talk, and we'll bring it back to bring it to life for our guests, and you get to be a part of that.
Oh my gosh, that sounds like so much fun, and I know a big part of the decor and the celebration in that book is the tree, and I see that we have one in this room with us, so let's go check that out. But you know what, on the way, I mean, look at what else is in this church. We have this beautiful old pump organ, the artwork, the pews. I mean, wow, this building is just so unique. But let's go on up here, because over here in this corner we have another friend to welcome us. So, hi Emily, how are you?
Good, I'm doing well.
Awesome. So Emily is a facilitator here at Old World, Wisconsin, and she's going to talk to us a little bit about this tree, because I see some sort of traditional things that I would normally see hanging on my tree at home perhaps, but Emily, what is all this other stuff?
Yeah, we have a variety of ornaments on our tree that we are in the process of decorating today. So part of these are very traditional ornaments like the popcorn and the tinsel that you see, but there are presents on this tree as well. And so like we were talking about in the Banks of Plum Creek story, we have a cape and a muff that Laura, when she was in church, she was looking at and wishing and hoping for.
Oh, yes.
So when we're reading this story during our sermon, we will, people will be able to look at our tree and reminisce and reflect on that story.
Oh, how fun. Now, it looks like we're not quite done
No, we're
decorating
not.
yet. Okay.
Would you like to help me?
Oh, I would love to. That would be
All
so
right.
much fun.
I want to take this
Sure.
and we'll drape it around the bottom. Wonderful, thank you.
Very nice, you're welcome. You know, guys, I just have to do a little bit more here. It's so much fun. Look at these. Decorating trees is just one of my favorite holiday traditions. Oh, just stunning, and so cool with the history to go with it. So now, everybody, you know, this building has a lot going on inside, but there is actually so much more that's going to be happening during these Home for the Holiday events happening over the next 3 weekends. So we've got another person here to talk with us today. So hi, Chelsea, how are you?
Hello, I'm doing great. And we have so many amazing things going on throughout Crossroads Village. We have buildings open all around so guests can come in, go out, spend as much time as they want in each space.
Oh, great.
They can wander around and do things like see live music at Caldwell Hall. We've got brass knuckles there, so they'll be able to spend some time in that space. Our kitchens are all fired up with our wood-fired stoves, so people can see and smell all the delicious holiday cooking without any of the mess. We are setting up for Santa's workshop.
Oh.
So we've got our special guest coming in just a few days. But you have to be careful because Krampus is lurking about in the village as well. Have you ever heard of Krampus?
I have, yeah. I've had to kind of move quickly away from him a few times here.
He's visiting us from Austria, where
Okay.
he travels around with St. Nicholas. And if there is a naughty children about, he will drag them away with chains. So you better be careful. But if you're good, like I'm sure all of our guests will be, they can get a nice treat from St. Nicholas, like some delicious Czech holiday bread.
Oh my goodness. Well, that is just so neat. Thank you so much, Chelsea. So it sounds like if I'm on my best behavior here at Home for the Holidays, I get to go home with some treats, one of which may be a recipe for my very own Bavarian holiday bread, amongst other treats. And I mean, really, what better way to kick off the holiday season than with these fun traditions of song, food, community, and gathering. So with that note, we're going to just pop back here and talk to Anna once more. So hello again, Anna.
Hi, how was decorating the tree?
Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. One of my favorite traditions for sure. So speaking of favorites, you must have something that's your favorite part of the Home of the Holidays event. Let's talk about that.
It's hard, I have to tell you, it's hard to pick a favorite
I'm
because
sure.
there's so much to do. I love all of the stories. You heard about Krampus and we have the Yule Toman, and there's so many delicious foods. And for me, it really is about our guests getting to think about those traditions and not only think about traditions in the past, but realize that what we do this year in 2021 is somebody's future tradition.
Oh, I love
and
that.
realizing that we are creating memories for future generations. So traditions as this whole thing that connects us to the past, present, and future, and to make new memories. So Old World, Wisconsin is located in the perfect spot, of course. So whether you're Madison, Milwaukee, Chicago, we are a great meetup place. So my favorite thing is getting to be that spot for memory making with all of your friends and family.
Oh, I love that. That just warms my heart. And I have to throw this in here because, you know, the holidays, sometimes there's also some shopping and some eating. So let's talk, what kind of shopping or perhaps food might I enjoy while I'm here?
Well, and I have to say, so we're all busy, right? We're running around and we have to do all that shopping. You can do that here.
Oh.
We have an amazing museum store with fantastic gifts that keep this experience going, keep those memories going.
Oh,
Yeah, and carbs, because it wouldn't be the holiday without carbs. So we have house-made Spätzle, so it's going to be amazing. And then if you get a little cold, we have Wassail. Have you ever tried it?
You know, I haven't. Tell me about it.
I love Wassail. Maybe that's my favorite thing, actually, the Wassail. So Wassail is a spiced mulled cider, and we have regular Wassail. But if you maybe are on Krampus's list, we have Krampus Wassail, which is that mulled spice cider with a little bit of brandy. So you can enjoy that as well if you happened to be on the naughty list.
Oh
this
my
year.
goodness. Well, so much to offer, from activities to shopping to food. So now let's get to the logistics. When, how do I get here, and when do I come?
Absolutely. Well, first of all, you must come. And there's a lot of opportunity to come. So it's the first 3 weekends in December, starting with the 4th and 5th. It's from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And the best thing to do is head to our webpage at oldworldwisconsin.org, because there you'll be able to find the schedule, times, dates, and get your tickets. This is a really popular event, and advanced tickets are required. So whether you're coming 1 day, 3 days, with 2 people, with 20 people, you have to get your tickets in advance. And Wisconsin Historical Society members to go online, get your tickets, and put in that membership code so you can get your discount.
That's right, absolutely. Well, Anna, thank you. That was a lot of great information. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you to our guests. Now, just a couple of reminders. After you get your tickets to come, because I know you will, make sure you check the weather ahead of time, because there is a lot of outdoor walking. So dress warmly enough that you're going to be able to hang out for at least a few hours. Maybe not too warm if you get, a little tired from running away from Krampus, of course. But and then also, you've probably noticed that we've been wearing masks today. So society staff and Old World staff and volunteers will be masked up. But you should just go to our website and check out our latest information about recommendations or requirements around masks, just so you're prepared before you come. So on that note, visit us online, wisconsinhistory.org, or you can go straight to oldworldwisconsin.org. Get your tickets ahead of time. That's a must. And of course, if you're not following us on social media, do so immediately and get the hashtag #ExploreWisconsinHistory to hear more about this event and all of the other holiday activity we have happening across the society. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm feeling very festive, and I must go play some music.